Welcome back to my channel NK Academy. I'm Nandini and today we will be learning future perfect continuous tense. This is a highly advanced tense. Congratulate yourself for reaching this stage. It means you are an advanced speaker of English. I'm sure you would have watched my other videos on tenses and mastered them by now. In case you have missed them, you can still watch them by clicking on the links which I have provided in the description section. All of you know that this is a part of the series which I had prepared to teach you all the tenses. Till now we have learned present tense, past tense, and now with this we'll be completing future tense too. In this video today, we will be learning what is future perfect continuous tense, when to use it, when not to use it, how to form sentences in future perfect continuous tense, how to form positive sentences, negative sentences, questions too. And at the end of the video, as you know, you will have a test. You can take the test and check your answers from the answer key which I have provided in the description section. So let's get started. Now let's begin with knowing what is future perfect continuous tense. It is a verb tense that describes actions that will continue until a point in the future. The activity will have begun sometime in the past, present, or in the future too, and is expected to continue in future. Let's see an example to be more clear. For example, by next March, I will have been working in ABC Company for 10 years. In 2022, I will have been playing basketball for 10 years. When I turn 70, I will have been meditating for 15 years. In all these sentences, we are stressing on the continuity of the action. We are stressing that we have started the work in the past and we will have been continuing it in the future too, up to a specific point of time. Look at these two sentences. By next March, I will have worked at ABC Company for 10 years. Second sentence. By next March, I will have been working at ABC Company for 10 years. Can you tell what's the difference? Are they same or there is a difference? Look at them again. There is a difference. Okay, so now let's see what's the difference between these two sentences. By now you would have known that the first sentence is in present perfect tense and the second sentence is in present perfect continuous tense. Now see, other than this, what's the difference? The first sentence is presenting a fact. The first sentence is presenting a fact, whereas in the second sentence it is stressing the continuity of the action. That's the difference. Future perfect tense presents a fact, whereas future perfect continuous tense stresses the continuity of the action. An action started in the past or present and it is still continuing and it will continue in the future too. That's the point of time when we use future perfect continuous tense. When you want to stress the continuity of the action. When you want to stress that some action has been continuing. Some action is being continued. Some action will continue in future too. In that case, we will be using future perfect continuous tense. Is it clear to you? It will be more clear as we proceed in the lesson. Don't worry. Okay. Now, what's the structure? What's the structure we'll be using in future perfect continuous tense? Subject plus auxiliary verb plus have plus been plus verb in its ing form. Right? Progressive, continuous. When you hear these words, it's understood that the verb will be in its ing form. Right? Okay. So, let's see one more example of a sentence. When I reach at the office at 11, the client will have been waiting for me for an hour. You will be reaching the office at 11 a.m. But the client would have come at 10 a.m. So, he will have been waiting for you for an hour. He started waiting and then he is continuing to wait for you for an hour in future. Okay? Now, in this sentence, will have been waiting shows that this sentence is in future perfect continuous tense. Alright, that's the structure. Now let's see when to use future perfect continuous tense. Right, till now we have seen what is future perfect continuous tense. We have also seen an example of how to form future perfect continuous tense, and now let's see when to use it. Situation 1. When you want to stress the continuity of the action in future by a specific time. This you know it, I have already told you. Like, you want to stress the continuity of the action in future by a specific time. Then we use future perfect continuous tense. See the example. By March 2021, I will have been working as a swimming coach for 5 years. Here, March 2021 is a specific point in future, up to which you want to show the continuity of the action. Working as swimming coach. You have started working as swimming coach 10 years before, and you are continuing it and will continue to by the specific time March 2021. Alright, now the second situation. When you want to stress the continuity of the action in future before another action. Got it? In the first situation it was a specific time. In the second situation it is another action. Let's see an example. By the time the guests arrive, I will have been cooking all day long and will have been exhausted. Right? The guests arrive. This is one action. Okay? I will have been cooking and I will have been exhausted. These are in future perfect continuous tense. You are showing the continuity of the action till the time another action starts. In these two situations, we use future perfect continuous tense. Am I clear to you? In case it's not clear to you, you can always post your doubts in the comment section. I'm there to clarify your doubts. Right. Now let's see when not to use future perfect continuous tense. Alright. Do you remember, like, whenever there is a continuous tense, whether it is present tense or past tense, and now it is future tense also. We do not use these tenses when we are using static verbs. Got it? You know it, I know. You know it that there are two types of verbs. One, dynamic verbs, like they are action verbs. For example, play, sing, dance, jump. These are all action verbs. These are all dynamic verbs. But there are certain words which are stative verbs. What do they mean? They represent the feelings, the emotions, the position, the status. So all these verbs which show the feelings, emotions, status or the possessions, they are all stative verbs. And the rule is you cannot use continuous tense with the stative verbs. That means the stative verbs do not have ing forms. You cannot say understanding. You cannot say knowing. You cannot say I'm having 4 cars. You cannot say I am understanding, because stative verbs do not have ing forms. So when the verbs do not have ing forms, those verbs, when they are used, we cannot use future perfect continuous tense. Did you get it? So the rule is future perfect continuous tense cannot be used along with the which type of verbs? Stative verbs. Now let's see how to make positive sentences in future perfect continuous tense. The structure is subject plus auxiliary verb plus have plus been plus verb plus ing form. Right? I will have been learning guitar for 2 years by 2022. And now, subjects can be pronouns or proper nouns. You know this. The best part is the same auxiliary verb will is used with all the pronouns as well as proper nouns. You need not change. Now it's time for the practice. Repeat after me when I tell the sentences. It will be a good practice for you. I will have been working. You will have been working. We will have been working. They will have been working. He will have been working. She will have been working. It will have been working. Rajit will have been working. So all these sentences are positive sentences. They have short forms too. Like you can say, I'll have been working. You'll have been working. We'll have been working. They'll have been working. He'll have been working. She'll have been working. It'll have been working. So these are all the short forms. But remember, use short forms or the contracted forms only when it is a casual or informal situation. Don't use them when it is a formal situation or when there is academic writing. Don't use the contractions. Okay, let's move on to the negative sentences. The structure of the negative sentences also is very simple. We only add not. Let's see the structure. Subject plus verb, and what is that auxiliary verb? Will. Subject plus auxiliary verb will plus not plus have plus been plus ing form of the verb. Let's see some the examples. I will not have been working. You will not have been working. We will not have been working. They will not have been working. He will not have been working. She will not have been working. It will not have been working. Rajit will not have been working. We can use short forms in the negative sentences too. And what are these short forms? Let's see. I won't have been working. You won't have been working. Will not becomes won't. We won't have been working. They won't have been working. He won't have been working. She won't have been working. It won't have been working. Rajit won't have been working. So, as I told you, they are very easy. Now let's see how to make questions. And the structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus have plus been plus ing form of the verb. Let's look at the sentences. Will I have been working? Will you have been working? Will they have been working? Will we have been working? Will he have been working? Will she have been working? Will it have been working? Will Rajit have been working? Alright, so this is how you make sentences in, yes, in future perfect continuous tense. So that's all about future perfect continuous tense. Congratulations on learning all the tenses. This will help you a lot in speaking and writing correct English. Watching these videos is the first step, but using the different tenses in your day-to-day life is very important. Keep watching these videos, and in case you have any doubts, you can ask me by posting your doubts in the comment section. Now let's do the most important task, and that is taking a base verb and using them in all 12 sentences. You have learned all the tenses now. So let's use the base verb and make all these tenses. Let's take the base verb, work. First sentence, I work. Which tense is this? Simple present. I am working. Present continuous, also called as present progressive. I have worked. Present perfect. I have been working. Present perfect continuous. I worked. Simple past. I was working. Past continuous tense. I had worked. Past perfect. I had been working. Past perfect continuous tense. I will work. Simple future. I will be working. Future continuous. I will have worked. Future perfect. I will have been working. Future perfect continuous tense. So that's all about tenses. You have learned present tense, you have learned past tense, and you have also learned future tense. You have mastered them all. So congratulations. Now let's take the test. First sentence, I dash work all weekend, so I won't be energetic on Sunday night. How long dash you wait when you finally get your exam results? Third, Julie dash not eat much, so we will need to make sure she has a good meal when she arrives. How long dash she plan to move house when she finally moves? Dash she wait long by the time we get there. Dash he play computer games for 10 hours when he finally stops. They dash study all day, so they'll want to go out in the evening. They dash not stay in the hotel for long when she arrives. I dash not walk when I meet you. I will have been cycling. I dash cook for 5 hours when the guests arrive. Okay, so take the test and check your answers with the answer key which is there in the description section. So I hope you all have learned what the tenses are. The purpose of preparing this module on tenses was to help you speak and write correct English. In case you don't use correct English, your communication skills will be questioned. You may be a very good speaker, but if you commit mistakes in the tenses, then it leaves a bad impression. So now you are not going to do that mistake because you have learned all the tenses step by step, from the basic tenses to the highly advanced tense. So with this, we come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for sticking with me till the end of the video. See you in the next video with another grammar item. Till then, goodbye. See you soon. Stay blessed, stay happy.